In this video, I'll show you how to use a review tool within the PowerCat Tools model driven app. Now, if you don't know what a PowerCat tool is, PowerCat tool is basically a suite of utility. Basically, it allows you to enhance the development experience when you're developing some solution within Power Platform. Now, there is more for all the different type of roles who gets involved within the Power Platform solution development. So first, for an admin, so if you want to perform a security risk assessment, you can perform that using this tool. Then there is something for the documentation part. You can generate an AI generated documentation. For a developer, you can test your API in the API playground, and also a plugin monitoring tool which allows you to test the various plugin. Now here I have already installed the solution from the GitHub, and if you want to install, you can go into the releases and then read through the feature within the releases. I've installed the PowerCat solution, and that's why I got one of the app named as PowerCat Tools. And within that one of the app, we have something called as Review Tool. Now, in the homepage, you will see PowerCat Tools. It basically accelerate solutions with tailored tools inspired by real-world development innovation. So, PowerCat team is constantly building us this capability so that developers can perform better in terms of developing the solution. Now, code review. Code review improve the development work streams by with automated code review with comprehensive guidance. So let's see what this code review tool is. Okay, now if I click on review tool over here, it will take me to this Power Platform review tool. This tool basically automates the process of reviewing your Power Platform solution, making it easier to find and fix errors or anti patterns. Now, first thing what you need to do is like you need to perform a review. Okay, now I did already performed one of the review. I'll just show you what this review is. Now I just picked up any solution, and that solution didn't had much content in it, so I just experimented it, and then I just clicked on the record, and then it has reviewed the solution, and it has given me the result. Now, what has happened with this is like you cannot just give any solution to this tool. Like setting for example, like if you have a solution which does not contain any agent or Power Automate or Power Apps, it will not give you a result. Okay, so make sure that your solution contains a agent or a Power Automate flow or a Power Apps solution. Okay, now I just wanted to show you before I proceed. So first thing what you can do is like you click on new review, and then you say I want to review something. So I have a airline solution which I need to review, and I can provide the review name, provide the review description, and I will just select airline core solution. So let me pick up airlines core solution, and I'll click on save. Now, what is happening within the backend is there are some set of flows which gets run, which will start extracting information from your solution, and it will try to generate the result, and it will have a set of review list. It will have a set of rules through which it will check each and every components within your solution and try to match it up with the best practices and try to tell you that where you are and where you should be. Okay, now all these things are happening back in the behind solution. Now I will come to the screen. Okay, I'll come to the screen. Just first I want to show you the components. So what is happening within the backend is like these are so many components. Okay, we have connection references, we have custom controls, we have around, I would say, four cloud flows. So we have cloud flows. So if you see the cloud flows, there is a scanning, the custom rule, document request file, risk assessment, and we have security rules. So these all things form a complete ecosystem for that PowerCat tools. Not all flows or not all tables get involved, but in all this tools, some or the other tables get involved, and your result gets stored. Now if you go into the result, now as you see, I have got a Power Apps, I've got a Power Automate, and it has segregated this information. Now, if I had an agent, I could have clicked on agent and I would have seen the result for the agent. Power Automate, I would have seen Power Automate result. Power Apps, I would have seen Power Automate, Power Apps result. Now, let's go into say Power Apps. Now, I have this uh, Canvas app and custom app. So I have this page. So warnings is a custom page. Then we have custom page airlines, and we have airline Canvas app. So first, let's look into the Canvas app. So if I click on review, it will give me the solution review result for this particular Canvas app. Now, on the left hand side, it will give you a complete grid showing what are the violations, which one completely fits within the pattern of a best practice. So we'll go to the first one, say asset optimization. It says review embedded asset compressions or size optimization, validate apps respect limitation related to media and audio asset size. So it talks about the limitations related to the sizes. Now if you want to see more detail, you can click on details, and then it will give you the complete description, recommendation, and debug information. So it says large asset size such as high res images, oversized media files, and uncompressed resource can significantly impact the app performance. So what is the recommendation? Ensure that the file does not exceed 300 KB in KB file in size, and you can use optimized file format like SVG for icon and WebP for images. Okay, so this is like one of the recommendation. Now, if I go back, and now you see this icon, it says fail, right? So then we have a pass, green tick, then warning, skipped, not executed. If you go into app settings flag, ensure that all necessary settings are enabled for optimal performance. So if I go into the details, it will actually give you a screenshot, some useful information. Ensure that all necessary settings are enabled for optimal performance. So recommendation, please consider turning on the appropriate app settings. Following settings are turned off, and it will give you all those information. Now, again, even if you are not using this particular solution, but I would advise before you even build any Power App solution, have a look into the rule set, because this rule set will give you a list of best practice, and you can start implementing that within your Power Apps development. Now you can navigate through each and everything. Like if you go into inefficient delay loading, even if it is green tick, you can click on detail, and it will give you some information like cross page references force the load of additional screens if one screen has a dependency on a control in a different screen. So even if it's a green tick, it will give you that recommendation. And on the right hand side, you will see a chart which will basically show you how many of them are fail, how many of them are pass, and what are the warnings. High 20%, as you see, medium 60%, low 20%, and it will calculate a result. So basically it has given me 67% pass rate. Now if I go back, I can go into say one of the pages as well. Now this is a custom page, this is not a uh, complete application in itself. So it will have again like checked against the result set. Now this one is talking about accessibility. So if I click on accessibility and go into the detail, it says accessibility ensures that all users including with disabilities can interact with and use the Power Apps applications effectively. So so we need to check when we build an app, whether it is compatible with the screen reader, how the keyboard navigation works, and if there are sufficient color contrast. So like this, you can explore the tool, and then you will get all those violations. Now this is for a Power Apps. Now if I go to Power Automate, now all this Power Automate, like these are very simple Power Automate which I have built. Now if I go into this item, get first item Power Automate flow, I can click on review, and then here for Power Automate there are different set of checks which it undergoes. So naming convention, so it says a check if trigger starts with trg underscore and action start with ect. Now again, PowerCat team is suggesting us on building the flow in such a fashion that it is easy to troubleshoot for a user who is just new to the system and who's just reviewing your flow. Or maybe if someone is taking over your role, then that person needs to understand what does that flow does. Data retrieval parameter. So this is about check if the flow uses filters, select top count metadata in get actions or dataverse. Now for this specific flow, it has given me an example from a recommendation perspective, like what all things to fill. We need to fill the top count, filter query, limit columns by view. So all these informations are already recommended by this PowerCat tool. So that's it, folks. Like I have no example to show for an agent, but if you would have there was an agent, it would have shown that violations as well. But then the whole purpose of this video is to just explain you that there is a tool named as review tool which will allow you to perform a review of the application which you have built using the Power Platform system. Thanks for watching.